Hey guys, it's FifaRalle here and welcome to episode 3 of Let's FIFA 15, and in this episode we are going to play a few more online games, but Mulumba was injured and I had to start out with an offline game, so I went back into that starter tournament and yeah, 15-0 at halftime. I just didn't want to play the second half, so I just let the clock run down, get my coins out of and advance into the later round of the tournament. This was basically the semi-final, so the next time we play in this tournament, we'll get 500 coins, and more important, we'll get a pack with some gold items, which is quite nice. But after having played that game, Mulumba was no longer injured, and my proper starting 11 was ready to play in Division 10. And in the last episode, we did end it off on a draw after having gotten a 3-goal lead, and as I'm probably mentioned, I'm really struggling a little bit on 15 to find my game and just keep my defense going. As you can see here, straight from the start, he just runs on through and he makes it 1-0. A terrible start to the game, and I just thought, oh, this is going to be a terrible game and I'm going to lose again or draw or just drop points overall. But I was able to find a through ball to Costa, make it 1-1, get my equalizer, and then Barella would show up out in the wing, a little drag back pass to the first defender, just to run down the wing and eventually stop up in behind another defender. The roulette was not really spot on, but I found the space and I could make it a 2-1 to go into the lead. And I found my game a little bit more in this game, and I got a shot in there, but it was unfortunately safe. But I'll create more and more chances in the half here. Break into the box with Costa there. We try out a shot, but once again his keeper denying me the goal, unfortunately. But he clears it away. I pick it up with Fernando. I'm able to go past this defender, and look at that shot. What a strike from outside the box from Fernando into the far corner. Keeper no chance. And we go up a 3-1. We get that 2-goal lead, which I always like to have on FIFA 14, 13, on every single FIFA basically. Because you know, when you play FIFA, random stuff can happen and you can end up dropping a 1-goal lead to a draw in the 90th minute at any point in time. No matter how well you feel you play, there can always happen something. So I was happy to get that 2-goal lead because, well, he would break on through, hit the post, and get a penalty. I'm not too sure. My player didn't, like, he went in for a shot. That's why he kind of went to the ground. My defender didn't tackle him or anything, so I don't know how that was a penalty in my opinion, and he did score off it despite me diving the right way. He made it 3-2, and as I said, I was happy I had that 2-goal lead earlier because it meant at least I still had the lead at this point in time, and I was actually looking to get the 2-goal lead back because there was still a few minutes left in the game, and I didn't want him to get a third goal as well. That was kind of what happened in the game I played in yesterday's episode. I dropped my lead, and yeah, it was a little bit frustrating dropping points that way as well. So I was really looking to get a 4th goal in this game, and I kept under pressure, created chances, but I just couldn't get the goal. But in the end, the clock would run down. He would never get a 3rd goal, and that meant I did get 3 more points in the division. Fernando there with the man of the match, and he did score a quite nice goal, the 3rd goal in the game for me. So yeah, we're sitting on 7 points after 3 games, so it's looking okay, and I actually wanted to play again, but Ronaldinho was this time injured. It seems like there's a lot more injuries on the game this year, so I went into the offline tournament, and at halftime I was leading 5-0. I didn't play the second half, I just let the clock run down, because I believe 5-0 is where you get the maximum amount of coins for the goals you scored, basically. If you score more goals after that, you'll not get more coins for scoring goals, basically. But nonetheless, we won the tournament. We got our 3-pack with 4 gold players. I was actually a little bit surprised that was the items in the pack. There's no rare players, but just getting those players was actually quite alright. It would give me some coins, especially Tadic, a Premier League player, quite high rated for non-rare. Gave me some coins, and after that I decided to switch up the 4-3-3 squad. Marchetti, I felt he was absolutely useless for the first few games I played him. Ronaldinho was still injured, and I just wanted to play some online games, so I picked up Nani, and I decided to switch up the squad a little bit. I looked at some Shakhtar players. I found Marlas, a player which was pretty fun to use on previous FIFAs. He was not on FIFA 14, however, but back in the game on 15 I wanted to give him a go. I listed up Juan Jesus, and got rid of Fernando as well. I got PC and I got Cedric in to link up with Nani. There's some Liga Portuguese players. And then I was looking for defenders, and I thought, who am I going to go with? I thought Premier League, then I thought some French players, and now being Distant and 2 players from Saint-Etienne to make up our defense. And basically, then I went out to pick up the players for the squad. They were all relatively cheap, some non-rare players there. Of course, Distant would go for a little bit, and that is what you can expect from a Premier League player, but still not too expensive, and I had the coins to kind of pick up this squad. And Ruffier, 83 rated, rare goalkeeper, looks pretty good this year, and in the end, we had sort of a squad we could play with. I applied a fitness item there because I did pick up, I picked him up with low fitness but a lot of contracts, because I thought, you know what, I want contracts at this point in time. That'd be nice to have on my players. So I headed on into Division 10 again, came up against a 4-2-3-1 Brazilian side, and I didn't really know what to expect from this match, but we get our first shot in here, and it is saved by the keeper, and I couldn't get the rebound, but it goes out for a throw in here from the clearance. Nani, he picks the ball up here, and he's able to hang on to it, go into the box somehow, go past the keeper, and just as I was about to take the shot, I somehow get a penalty. Not too sure if that was a penalty or not. While streaming over the weekend, I've experienced a lot of weird penalty decisions, so that is something that really is in 15. You can get some really weird penalties, and you can give up some really frustrating penalties. So yeah, it's definitely not the last penalty you're gonna see in this series. But my opponent, he did something very stupid. He had Juan Jesus on a yellow card, and then he went in for a slide tackle on my player on the edge of the box. And yeah, going with a slide tackle is always dangerous, and he gets his second yellow card, and that is goodbye to Juan Jesus. And I got a 1-man advantage for the remaining half of the game, because this was pretty much just before halftime. I couldn't score from the free kick, but just as we started the second half, I would break on through with Marlos, take my time, go past his keeper with the ball roll, which is extremely effective this year past the keeper. And yeah, I make it a 2-0 there. I tried to get a third goal as well, kept on the pressure. We take a shot, we pick it up with Nani here, and he picks up our second penalty of the game. Again, just penalties everywhere, the third one in this episode overall, and we will make it a 3-0. And in the end, we basically dropped connection to each other. I do not think he rage quitted, because we were pretty late into the game and he stuck around all the way until 3-0, so I could not see him wanting to rage quit. And that is something with the connection and not many playing the games, and you cannot see the latency when you start up games as well, which is kind of weird. So I just think it was just bad latency, bad connection, and it ended up dropping our connection. But we won the game, we got 3 points, and it's looking quite good at this point in the division, and that is going to be where we end off the episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. We'll be back again soon enough, and that's all. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you later.